In today's world, Google Ads is an essential tool that you need in order to grow your business. And that's because when Google Ads is used correctly, it's one of the most effective tools that your business can use to rapidly increase the revenue and profits that your business sees every single day. And this is true whether you're running an e-commerce store and you want to generate more sales, or whether you're a service-based business and you need to drastically increase the number of inquiries that your business gets. So in this video, I want to walk you through the 3 core principles that you need to follow when it comes to setting up and optimizing your Google Ads campaigns right now in 2023. And these principles, which I'm going to share with you, will still be present next year in 2024. And they're also true whether you are starting a new business or whether you've got a well-established business that has been running Google Ads campaigns for a number of years now. Now, before I get into these 3 core principles, it goes without saying that for any of these principles to work, you do need to firstly make sure that you have a product or a service that is actually saleable in the market. And what I mean by that is that you've got your e-commerce products priced at the right level, or your service offering is something that clients not only need, but it is also priced right. And then you also need to make sure that your landing pages are also set up and tested correctly so that you know that they will convert, so that any traffic that you are sending to them from Google Ads is just not wasted. Now, to put this in context for one of my own businesses, I didn't start a Google Ads campaign for the first 9 months. And the reason for that was before I started increasing the traffic through to my website, I wanted to firstly make sure of a couple of things. And that was firstly that my pricing was right. After I saw quite a few product sales and we got back some really positive reviews, we did know that our price was right and that also our product was suitable. And then also as well, that first 9 months allowed us to test some different things that we wanted to try on our landing pages and also our email funnel to make sure that, once again, any new leads or any new sales inquiries that we were getting would not just be wasted. So as I said, it's important to make sure that you do have that baseline data happening first, in that you know that you've got a product that will sell and that you know that you've got all of your systems in place. So your landing pages and also your sales funnels are good to go. Now, they don't have to be perfect because you are always going to be increasing the effectiveness of your landing pages and also the sales process that you're conducting. But you do want to make sure that at a base level that it does convert. Now, another option there that I do want to add in there as well is that if you are just starting out and you don't have that data, you can also use Google Ads to run some initial testing. So you might just allocate a separate budget. And with that, you're looking at setting that budget to not necessarily make profit, but you're just wanting to get that initial data to come through so that you can run those tests to find out whether the market wants to buy your product or that your landing pages are converting at a faster rate. And Google Ads is also a great way to get that initial traffic before you start going about and building your profit building Google Ads campaigns. And the first principle is that you need to focus on strategies and not hacks. Now, I do want to make it clear that in this video, I'm not going to be taking you through step-by-step strategies because I'm more just looking at the broad level approach that you need to take to Google Ads for success. And this is one of the key principles, is that don't waste your time trying to search the internet or search YouTube for secret hacks or super secret strategies that no one knows about, because to be honest, they just don't exist. You're not going to be able to navigate all through different hidden screens of Google Ads to unlock some hidden settings that no one else knows about. And if people are trying to advertise that to you, I would be highly, highly skeptical. Because one thing that I have found with these so-called super secret hacks is that they will generally only work for sometimes a couple of weeks. Sometimes you may get a month or 2 out of them, and then the poor results will once again return to that campaign. And I've seen this time and time again since I've been running Google Ads campaigns since all the way back in 2010. So to clarify, what I mean about focusing on core strategies as opposed to those so-called quick winning hacks is that you want to be following some core principles in Google Ads that have worked since Google Ads has started, and they will continue to work and be relevant as we move into the future, even with new AI being leveraged into Google Ads in various different ways. And the first core principle is this, is that you need to always be structuring your Google Ads campaigns where you group your similar keywords or your similar products or services together. And the benefit of doing that, it means that you can then target specific ad copy and landing pages that relate back to the user's initial search. One thing that you do need to know and always remember with Google Ads is that Google's goal here is to match the best suited ads and landing pages to the user's initial search. So by grouping your keywords into similar themes and then setting them up into similar campaigns or ad groups, or also grouping together your similar product categories or service categories into those campaigns and ad groups, it means that you're able to always better target your landing pages and your ad copies to meet the user's initial search term. The other benefit of this as well is that it allows you to better tailor your campaign spending budgets. Now remember with Google Ads that your budgets are set at the campaign level. So by taking the time to really think about how you want to structure your campaigns together, it allows you to really start to pull some different levers when you start to see some success. For example, let's just say you've got 3 different product categories that you are advertising, and product category A is performing the best with the best conversion metrics, and it may also have the cheapest traffic. What you can do then is, because it's set into a separate campaign, is funnel more money into that high performing campaign, and then you can hold off increasing the budgets on those campaigns which aren't performing at the same level, continue to optimize them, and then when you get results for those campaigns, you can then increase the budget to those campaigns as well. Another benefit of doing this as well is, especially if you're running a business with different locations, or you might have a franchise model, and you need to be able to increase or decrease different budgets dependent on their location. Once again, by having your campaigns structured that way, you can really quickly increase budgets to your higher performing areas and then pull back budgets from areas or physical locations that are not performing as well. And a little side note is that you do want to make sure that right from the start that you have your tracking set up properly. And the reason for why that is so important is so that you actually know what areas of your campaign or what keyword themes or what products or service categories are giving you the best results. So firstly, remember that with Google Ads, you're focusing on those core strategies that we know work with Google Ads, which is all about making sure you've got your campaign structured correctly so that you can match the user search inquiry with your highly relevant ads and landing pages. And then also make sure that you've got your structure set out correctly so that you can increase and decrease the budgets dependent on different geographic locations or different product categories or keyword themes that are giving you the best results. And then this leads us to the second core focus that you need to be really prioritizing with your Google Ads account, and that is that you need to be using the best suited Google Ads campaigns for what your business wants to achieve. You need to be using the best type of campaigns and also bidding strategies to get the results that your business needs. Because the reality is that success looks different for different types of businesses. For example, when I look at the e-commerce businesses that I'm running their campaigns for right now, there's 2 e-commerce businesses that have completely different goals. Yes, they both sell products online and they're both a business to consumer model, but the first business has a target ROAS of 300%. And the reason for why they only need a ROAS of 300% and then we rapidly increase their spending is because they sell a product that not only has a higher initial purchase price, but it has trailing revenue attached to it. And the reason for that is because once a user buys the initial product, they've got to have regular services and also buy regular spare parts. So for this e-commerce business, for them, success is all about selling as many initial units as possible, because that then guarantees the higher profit margin area of their business, which is around regular maintenance and also the sale of spare parts. Whereas for another e-commerce business, for them, they need a ROAS of 700% due to their lower profit margins that they have for their products. So even though those businesses are technically the same in that they're both in e-commerce and they're both selling business to customer, they both have drastically different goals. If you were to look at this for service-based businesses, you have some service-based businesses that want phone calls, whereas others want to focus on growing their email or database so that they can then target those users through their email campaigns. Once again, both may be service-based businesses, but they both have drastically different outviews on what success in Google Ads looks like for their business. So for success with Google Ads, before you just jump in and set up a whole heap of different campaigns and then add in another level of campaigns if that's not working, you really need to stop and take the time to really work out what success looks like for your business and what are your reasons for wanting to advertise in Google Ads. Because once you get that level of questions, you can then start to look at the different types of Google Ads campaigns and really look at how they function so that you are then using them in the correct way. And that's why I put together a planner which is called How to Win at Google Ads. And this is a planner which you can download right now, and it takes you through 4 different core questions that you need to ask so that you've then got in your plan not only what you're wanting to achieve with Google Ads, but you also know the best types of campaigns to achieve those goals. And if you would like to get a copy of my How to Win at Google Ads planner, right now, all you need to do is to follow that link in the description below. And then the third and final principle for success with Google Ads is quite simply, you need to give Google Ads time. Quite often, you'll find that you won't see success in Google Ads after the first month. Sometimes not even after the second month, and sometimes it takes up to 3 months before you start seeing success with Google Ads. And the reason for why it takes time to see success with Google Ads, because success with Google Ads is achieved by not only seeing the initial data, you then review that data, then you make some optimizations, and then you go through and repeat the process. So Google Ads is a process of you reviewing data, making optimizations, then reviewing the new data again, and then making further optimizations. And then that process just continues to cycle throughout the life of your campaign. So when it comes to looking at your results for Google Ads, you don't only need to compare your results for what you're seeing this month with the previous month, but I also recommend that you go back and look at the previous year. Think about it like this. If you're seeing a 1% increase in your conversion rate every single month, or you may see your ROAS go up by 10 or 20% every single month, if you continue that over a 12-month cycle, you can see that you can get really drastic results and see a large increase in your performance over a 12-month cycle. So if successful campaigns in Google Ads don't generally have a massive increase, it's more of a gradual, steady grow month on month where people are reviewing the data, making some optimizations to then see further increases in the performance of their Google Ads campaigns. And that's why I say that you need to give Google time and really play the long game for success with Google Ads. Once again, thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young and I'm from Define Digital Academy. And you may remember that throughout this video, I spoke about my How to Win at Google Ads planner. You can download that right now, or if you'd like to learn more about that and really see how to build your own campaign structure for your Google Ads campaigns, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. Once again, thank you for joining me. See you next time.